Hello once again and welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. We're going to be continuing the 1977 baseball season, and it is Monday, May 16th at 7:33 in Anaheim, as we're going to see the Boston Red Sox in town to take on the California Angels. Quick rundown here. The Boston Red Sox 19-1 in the replay. They're one game back of the Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. They've had 2 wins in a row. They're 6 of their last 10, and on the road they're 11-4. They're going to play the California Angels. They played them back on May 6th, 7th, 8th at California, they're in Boston, and California won the series 2-1. Angels are 18-16, 2.5 games back of Kansas City. They're on a 3-game winning streak, but they're 5-5 in the last 10, and they're only 8-8 at home. So let's go through the batting order. Leading off for Boston is going to be shortstop Rick Burleson. Playing center field is going to be Fred Lynn. Batting third in DH, Jim Rice. Batting fourth and left is Carl Yastrzemski. Batting fifth, playing first, is going to be George Scott. Sixth and catching will be Carlton Fisk. Seventh, as the right fielder, will be Dwight Evans. Eighth and playing third, Butch Hobson. And batting ninth at second base, Denny Doyle. Your starting pitcher for Cleveland is going to be, for Boston, is Reggie Cleveland. He's a C-grade pitcher with a Z modifier. All right, now for the Angels. Batting first in center field is Gil Flores. Batting second at second base, Jerry Remy. Batting third and right is Bobby Bonds. Batting fourth and left will be Don Baylor. Batting fifth at first base, Tony Saleta. Batting sixth at third base is Dave Chalk. Batting seventh, playing short, Bobby Grich. Batting eighth, the DH will be Bob Jones. And batting ninth and catching, Terry Humphrey. Your starting pitcher for the Angels will be Gary Ross. He's a D-grade pitcher with a Z modifier. And Ross goes out to take his warm-up pitches. In the replay, Ross has started 5 games, appeared in 6. He's 2-1 with a 5.22 ERA. Last game was on the 12th. Home against Baltimore was a loss, went 5 innings, gave up 8 runs, 4 hits, 2 home runs with a walk and a strikeout. Leading off for Boston is going to be Rick Burleson. Burleson is on a 6-game hitting streak. He's appeared in 28 games, batting .241. And the pitch. 63 is a 31 that's hit in the air to center. Flores is there, makes a grab, and that is 1 away. That will bring up Fred Lynn. Fred Lynn started the year in the DL. This will be his 4th game. He's 2 for 15 with a double on the short season. And the pitch. 55 is an 8, and that's going to be hit in the air to the gap and left, and that's down for a single. And Lynn will be on first. That'll bring up the DH, Jim Rice. Jim Rice has appeared in 30 games, batting .331, that's 6th in the league. He's tied for 3rd in runs scored with 27, 3rd in the league in hits with 44, tied for 3rd in triples with 4, and he's 4th in the league in home runs, tied for 4th with 9. Has a slugging of .617, that's tied for 4th. He's a threat in the pitch. 36 is a 33, and that's going to be pop up over on the left side. Third baseman Chalk is there, makes a grab, and we got 2 away. Okay, that's going to bring up Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski's on a 5-game hitting streak, appeared in 28 games, batting .293. He is tied for 5th in runs scored with 26. He's got 4 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs. The pitch, 43 is a 29, and that's a comebacker to the mound. Ross grabs the ball, throws it to first baseman Saleta, and the side is retired. So we see the Red Sox leave 1, and we're a half inning in, and it's 0-0. Okay. Reggie Cleveland takes the mound. Cleveland's off to a pretty good start. He's appeared in 6 games. He's 4-0. That's tied for 9th in the league in wins. Last start, he does have 2 complete games and a shutout, batting ERA of 3.40. Last game was at Oakland on the 9th. That was a complete game win. Went 9 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 run. None of them were unearned. 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. And he's going to be facing Gil Flores. Flores started the year on the DL. He's appeared in 8 games, batting .216. And the pitch. A 51 is a 9. That's popped up to the left side. Third baseman Hobbs is there to make the grab. We got 1 away. That will see Jerry Remy up. Remy has appeared in all 34 games. He's batting .219, but he is second in the league with 13 stolen bases. And the pitch. 45 is a 14, and that'll be a walk. So Remy is on first. That'll bring up Bobby Bonds. Bobby Bonds has appeared in all 34 games, batting .257. He is tied for first in the league with walks at 23. That gives him an on base of 377, which is 10th. He actually has walked had a walk in each of the last 3 games. He is second in runs scored at 28, and he is first in the league with stolen bases with an 18. And our pitch, 55 is an 8, and that's hit. That's a line drive over to left. And Remy gets to third, and we got runners on the corners with 1 down. That will see Don Baylor come to the plate. Don Baylor on the season's appeared in all 34 games, batting .233, although he is on a 5-game hitting streak. He's tied for 4th in the league with 30 RBIs, and he is tied for 7th with 7 stolen bases. Infield's going to play deep, looking for the double play, and the hit. Pitch, 66, that's a hard hit ball. Going to left, back, and it's gone. And just like that, it's 3-0 home Angels. So in the bottom of the first, California with 1 out sees Don Baylor hit a home run to center field. Remy and Bonds score, and it is 0-3. Okay. So with 1 down, Tony Saleta is up. He's appeared in 17 games, batting .259. He does have 2 doubles and a home run. Pitch, 34 is a 31. That's hit in the air to center. Lynn's there to make the grab, and that's 2 away. That'll bring up Dave Chalk. He's appeared in 30 games. He is batting .239, but he is on a 4-game hitting streak, and he has scored 1 run, at least 1 run in each of the last 5 games. And Chalk, 53 is a 20, and that's hit over to second. And Doyle can't make the play. And Chalk is going to be on board with an error. For Doyle, that's his third error of the season, which will bring up Bobby Gritch. Bobby Gritch has appeared in all 34 games, batting .217, although he is tied for fourth in walks with 22, but he's been in a slump. His last 6 games, he is 1 for 23. Let's see if he can break out of his slump. And our pitch, 55 is a 9. That is hit on the ground over to left to third base. Hobson's there, throws across the diamond with Scott, and we are retired. So California leaves 1, but they score 3. And so we're at the end of 1 with the home Angels up 3-0. Ross comes out to take his warm-up pitches. He's going to face George Scott. Scott's appeared in all 30 games, only batting .198, but he is 7th in the league with 8 home runs. He's actually on a 4-game hitting streak. He scored 27 runs, which is tied for 3rd in the league. A 62 is a 12, and that's on the ground over to first. And Soletta will take it himself, and we got 1 away. That's going to bring up Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk has appeared in 28 games. He's 3rd in the league with a .349 batting average, 2nd in the league with a .661 slugging. He's amongst the leaders in runs scored, tied for 5th with 26. With hits, he's got 38, tied for 9th. Ribbies, he's tied for 2nd at 31. And he's tied with Rice for 4th with home runs and 9. He's actually on a pretty good streak here. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. He's scored runs in the last 5 games. He's had RBIs in the last 4. He is a hitting machine right now. And our pitch, 41's 28. That's hit on the ground to short. And Remy will, Rich will grab it, throw it to Remy, and that's 2 away. And that'll see Dwight Evans up. Evans has appeared in all 30 games. He's 8th in the league in batting at .321. He is tied for 1st in home runs with 10. That'll give him a slugging of .613. That's 6th. And on base, he's at .411. That's 5th. He started out hot. He's kind of cooled off here a little bit lately. And the pitch, 41's a 28. That's hit over to the left side. Gritch will grab it, throw it to Soletta, and the side's retired. And so we are through 1.5. And California's still leading 0-3. All right. Cleveland comes out for his warm-up pitches. And he is going to face Bob Jones. Jones has appeared in 12 games, batting .125. He's actually just 2 for 16, but he does have a solo home run. And the pitch, 11's a 7, and that's hit over to right, and that drops in for a single. And so California has another runner on first. That'll bring Terry Humphrey up. Humphreys appeared in 25 games, batting .202, does have 5 doubles. And our pitch, 44 is an 8, and that's a line drive to left. And Jones turns the corner, and he's safe in 3rd. And we got runners up the quarters and nobody out. Which will bring up Flores, who's 0 for 1. Infield's going to play deep, trying to get a double play. And the pitch, 36 is a 33, and that's popped high, pop up. Over on the right side of the diamond. Second baseman Doyle's there to make the grab. We got 1 down. That'll bring up Bobby Bonds. Yes, he had a... Excuse me, that'll bring up Remy. Remy had a walk and a run scored last time up. And infield's deep. And a pitch. 62 is a 12. And that's hit on the ground to first. Throws it to short, back to first, double play. And the Red Sox managed to get out of a bind. Remy scored it 3-6-3 double play. And so the Angels will leave one. And we're still 0-3. See here for Remy. That's the 4th double play he's hit into this season. All right. That's going to bring up Boston in the top of the 3rd. We're going to see Butch Hobson up. Hobson is batted in all 30 games, batting .306. He's tied for 2nd in the league with doubles with 10, tied for 7th in RBIs with 37. And the pitch. 24 is a 13. He goes down swinging. First strikeout of the game for Ross. That's going to bring Denny Doyle up. Doyle's appeared in 22 games, batting .214. Does have 3 doubles. And the pitch. 16's a 28. That's hit on the ground to the left side. Shortstop Gritch grabs it, throws it to first, and we've got 2 away. Now we'll see Rick Burleson come up 0 for 1 on the day. And 11's a 0, that's a hard hit ball. 64-6, that's to the gap and right, and that's going to drop. Doyle's rounding first to second, and he is safe with a double, which will bring up Lynn. He's 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 62 is a 12, and he goes down swinging. And so, 2nd strikeout of the day for Ross. And the Boston Red Sox are retired. They leave 1. And through the middle of 3, it's still 0-3. California. Cleveland is up to pitch. And he's going to face the heart of the Angel lineup. We'll start with Bobby Bonds. 1 for 1 with a run scored. Oh, here it is. Let's go through some scores through the league. Earlier game this here today, Chicago Cubs at home beat the San Diego Padres 5-0. Looks like we're in the 8th inning, and Philly is winning over the Dodgers at home 6-4. Top of the 9th in Minnesota. Minnesota's down to Cleveland 2-1. And a game going on as we're playing here over in Oakland. The Yankees 0, A's 0. All right, Bonds is up. And a 61 is a 40, and that's going to be a foul. It's 0-1. 43 is a 29. That's a comebacker to the mound. Cleveland grabs it, throws it over to Scott at first, and we got 1 down. That's going to bring up Don Baylor. Baylor had that 3-run home run here in the 1st inning. In the pitch. 63 is a 30. That's hit in the air to left. But Yaz is there, and he makes the catch. 2 down. And so Tony Saleta's up 0 for 1 on the day. 15 is an 8, and that is hit to the gap and left, and that's going to drop for a single. And so we've got Soletta on first with 2 down. Dave Chalk is up 0 for 1 today. And our pitch. 16 is a 28. That's hit on the ground over to shortstop. And Burleson tosses at the second base to take the runner, and the side's retired. And so we're through the end of 3, and it's 0-3 California. Okay, Ross is coming in to pitch the 4th inning. All right, he's going to face Jim Rice, 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 42 is a 9. That's hit over the shortstop and down for a hit. So Rice is on first. That'll bring up Carl Yastrzemski, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Infield playing deep. 53 is a 17. And that's going to be a single to right. Rice is going for third. The throw, he's out. And Yaz is going to get the second on the throw. So a single for Yastrzemski. Rice is thrown out by the right fielder, and that's scored 9-3. So we're going to see Bonds with an outfield assist, or excuse me, 9-4, and gets Yastrzemski on the second on the throw. So we got 1 down. Yastrzemski's on second. That'll bring up George Scott, and Scott's 0 for 1, but he's a threat with the bat and the pitch. 26 is a 24. And the 24, that's a pop up to the left side. Shortstop Gritch is there to make the play, and that's 2 away. And that'll see Carlton Fisk come up. Not much, can't get a much hotter hitter than what Fisk is right now. All right. Carlton Fisk, and the pitch. A 24 is a 13. He goes down swinging. And so the Red Sox are going to leave 1, and it's still 0-3 California. All right, Cleveland comes out. Gets his warm-up pitches in. We're going to see Bobby Gritch up, who's 0 for 1 on the day. A 56 is a 34, and that's popped up to the left side. Shortstop. Burleson's there, makes a catch. That's 1 down. That'll bring up Bob Jones. 1 for 1 on the day. 32 is a 26. He hits it on the ground on the right side. Right at Doyle. Throws it to Scott. We got 2 down. All right, now we're going to see Terry Humphrey up. Humphrey's 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 46 is a 13. He goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Cleveland. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. And now we're through 4. And it's still 0-3 for California. All right. Dwight Evans is up. 0 for 1 on your day against Ross. And the pitch. A 32 is a 26. Hit on the ground to the right. And Remy will grab it. Throw it to Soletta, and we got one down. That's going to bring up Butch Hobson, who's 0 for 1, had a strikeout his first time up. A 43 is a 29. That's hit right back at the mound. Ross is going to grab it, throw it to Soletta. We got 2 down. That'll bring up Denny Doyle. Doyle 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. 35 is a 36. That's a ball. That's 1-0. And the pitch. 33 is a 7. That's hit over to right. And that's going to drop. Doyle's on first with a single. Let's see if the Red Sox can get something going here. Burleson's up. He's 1 for 2 with a double. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. He hits in the air to right. Bonds is there, makes a grab, and the side is retired. California leaves 1. Excuse me, Boston leaves 1. And we are halfway through the 5th inning, and it's still 0-3 California. As Cleveland comes out to do his warm-up pitches, let's get you caught up on the scores. Here, looks like that game in Philadelphia is a final. Philly did beat the Dodgers 6-4. Minnesota, that one's final. Cleveland beat Minnesota 2-1. Over in Oakland, it's the 5th inning, and the Oakland A's are beating the Yankees 5-1. All right, Flores is up. He's 0 for 2. And the pitch. A 31 is a 9. That's popped up to the left side. Hobson over there, and he makes the grab, and we got 1 down. That's going to see Remy up, he's over 1 with a walk and a run scored. And the pitch. 52 is a 27. He hits that on the ground to left. Hobson snares it, throws it to Scott, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Bobby Bonds. 1 for 2 with a run scored. And the pitch. 45 is a 14. That's a walk. So Bonds is on first. That's going to bring up Baylor. Baylor has that. He's 1 for 2 with that 3-run home run. And the pitch, and that's a ball, but Bonds is off and running, and they get him. He is thrown out, tries to swipe another bag, and he is caught. Fisk made the throw. Tag was put on by Doyle. And so the threat ends. So California does not get another run, and we're bottom of 5, and we're still 0-3 California. All right, that's going to bring Ross up. He has pitched 5 shutout innings. We're going to raise him to a C grade, and he is going to face Fred Lynn. Lynn's 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 53 is a 15. That's hit over to left. Baylor's there. Oh, he drops it. No, that's him. He boots it. Misplays the bounce. Lynn's on second with a single and an error by Don Baylor in left. Baylor don't play a lot of the field. He's used to being the DH, but California's given Joe Rudy, their big-time slugger, a day off. He's really been hot, been leading the league in home runs and RBIs. They gave him a day off today. For Don Baylor, 2nd error of the year for him. He's not used to playing the field. So that's going to bring up Jim Rice. So Rice is 1 for 2. He's got Lynn on second due to an error. And nobody out. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's hit in the air to right. And Bonds will get the catch and get the throw in quick. And Lynn's going to stay at second. All right. That's going to bring up Yastrzemski. He's 1 for 2. And the pitch. A 52 is a 27. That's hit over to third base to Chalk. He looks at Lynn, holds him, throws the first, gets him. So Yaz grounds out 4-3. And we still got Lynn over on second. With 2 down now. That'll bring up George Scott. And the pitch is Scott. 12 is a 25. And that's a line drive right to the second baseman, Remy. And the side's retired. So the Red Sox, they threaten. But they leave another man on base. And so we're now through 5.5. And it's still 0-3 California. All right. Cleveland is coming in. He's going to face here in the 6th inning Don Baylor. Baylor's got that 3-run home run. And the pitch. A 44 is an 8. And that's hit to the gap and left. And that's down for a single. And Baylor is going to be on first. Tony Soletta's up. 1 for 2 on the day. And the pitch. 45 was a 14. That's a ball. That's 1-0 to Soletta. 11-0. There's a hard hit ball. 54. And that's a hard hit ball to right. And runner. Baylor gets to third. And so we're going to have runners at the corners now with nobody out. California's threatening. It's going to bring up Dave Chalk. Runner, they're going to play deep. Hope to get a double play. And Chalk 0 for 2 on the day. And the pitch. 63 is a 31. That's hit in the air to center. Lynn makes the catch, gets a quick throw in, and Baylor stays. So we got 1 down. That'll see Bobby Gritch up. 0 for 2 on the day. And Minfield's playing deep, looking for a double play. And the pitch. 24 is a 13, and he goes down looking. Strikeout for Cleveland. 2 away. And that's going to bring up Bob Jones. 1 for 2 on the day. Can he cause some damage? And the pitch. 41's a 24. And that's hit over to second. Doyle's going to grab it, toss it to shortstop, and the side's retired. And so California threatens. They leave 1. And we're through the end of 6 and still 0-3 for the Angels. All right. Ross is coming out to pitch at the top of the 7th. He's got 6 shutout innings. He's going to graduate to a B grade. And that's going to bring up Carlton Fisk. Fisk, 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 54 is a 32. That's hitting there to right. And Bonds is there to make the grab. We got one away. Dwight Evans, 0 for 2 on the day. 25's an 8, and that's hitting the air to center. Flores is there to make the catch. We got 2 away. All right. Butch Hobson's up 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Pitch to Hobson. A 34 is a 31. That's a hit to center. And Flores is there, and the side's retired. And that's 7 shutout innings by Angels pitcher Gary Ross. And so we are at the 7th inning stretch, and it is 3-0 the home Angels. All right. Cleveland's up to pitch the 6th. And normally I'd be taking him out now, but he's gone. No, I think we got to take him out. I think we got to get him out of there. If he'd have gone, if there'd been one more inning, we'd probably keep him, but we're going to need to replace him. And we're going to bring in Bill Campbell to pitch in his place. Campbell's a B. Remember, he's a 2 fielder, which will bump them up another point. He's a B grade pitcher with an X modifier. And let's see, what's our line going to be here for Cleveland? He went 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, 7 hits. He had 2 strikeouts, and he had 2 walks. All right, so Campbell's done with his warm-ups. And that's going to bring up Terry Humphrey, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And the pitch. 13 is a 22. And that's going to be hit over to first. Campbell runs over, he makes the grab and touches the bag, and we have 1 down. Gil Flores is up 0 for 3 today. And the pitch. 45 is a 14, that's a walk. So Flores is going to be on first. And that's going to bring up Remy. Remy 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And he's going to square up the bunt. 64 is a 13. And that's a foul strike. He's going to try it again. 45 was a 14, and he is going to draw a walk. And so we're going to have runners on first and second now with Bobby Bonds up. Infield playing deep, looking for a double play. Bonds is 1 for 2. More run scored on and with a walk, and he is caught stealing. For Bonds. That was the second time he'd been caught this season out of 20 attempts. And the pitch. 46 is a 13. He swings and misses. First strikeout of the day for Campbell. 2 down. And that'll see Don Baylor up. 2 for 3 with that 3-run home run. And for Baylor, that was his 7th home run of the year. And the pitch. 45 was a 14. He walks. And so now the bases are loaded. And we got Tony Soler up. 2 for 3 on the day. He does have 2 doubles and a home run on the season. And the pitch. 61 is a 37. And that's a fly ball to center field. And Lynn runs it down to make the grab. And so they leave the bases loaded. But they get out of the jam. And we are through 7 innings. And it is still 0-3 California. All right, as we get the top of the 8th. Oops, excuse me. We're going to see Ross come back out to pitch the 8th. He's graduated to an A grade, so he is dealing. All right, Denny Doyle's up. And the pitch. 35 is a 36. That's a ball, 1-0. And 32 is a 26. That's hit on the ground to the right side. Second baseman Renemy is there to make the grab. Throws it to first, 1 down. That'll bring up Burleson. Burleson is 1 for 3 with a double. And the pitch. 52 is a 27. That's hit over to third. Chalk grabs it, throws it to first, 2 away. All right. And Lynn's up. He's 2 for 3 on the day. See if he can get things started. 52 is a 27. That's hit on the left side. Chalk grabs it, throws it to first, and side's retired. So we're through 7.5. And it's still 3-0 California. Pretty much one swing of the bat has California with a 3-0 lead on that home run by Baylor. Here as we go through, the game's still playing. It's 8th inning over in Oakland, and the Yankees are coming back. Now they're only down by 1. It's 4-5 Oakland. Dave Chalk will be up to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch. 24 is a 13. He goes down swinging. 1 down. That we'll see Bobby Grich up. Bobby Grich. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 34 is a 31. That's hit in the air to center. But Lynn is there, make the grab, 2 down. And that'll see Jones up. Jones 1 for 3. And the pitch. 66, that's a hard hit ball to right. Deep and gone. So Jones gets a home run off Campbell and adds 1 more run. And so in the bottom of the 8th, California with 2 out sees Bob Jones hit a home run to right field, and it's 0-4 California. And they're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Humphrey. They're going to bring in Ron Jackson to pinch hit. pinch hit for Humphrey in the bottom of the 8th. Let's see here for Jackson. Appeared in 17 games. He's only batting 108. Does have 2 doubles. And the pitch. A 52 is a 27. He goes down swinging. And so that side's retired, but not before Cleveland gets another insurance run. And it's now 4-0 California. Ross is going to come out and pitch the 9th. Looks like Hampton's coming in to catch. That'll drop their grades 1. All right. So we're going to see the heart of the order here on the top of the 9th. Jim Rice is up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. And the pitch. A 12 is a 25. That's hit on the grounder on the right side. Second baseman Remy grabs it, throws it to first. 1 down. We're 2 outs away from an Angels victory. Carl Yastrzemski's up. 1 for 3. And the pitch. A 42 is a 14. He draws a walk. So now we got Yastrzemski on first. That's going to bring up Scott. He's 0 for 3, but always a threat with his bat. Infield playing deep, looking to end it on a double play. And the pitch. 33 is a 0. That's a hard hit ball. 36 is a 6. That's hit over first, and that's down. Runner, Yastrzemski's getting going to third, and he's going to stay at third, and we've got runners on second and third now. Second double of the day for the Red Sox for Scott. That's his 5th of the season. Burleson had one earlier in the day, which would have been his 10th, tying him for second in the league. For Jones, that was his 2nd home run last inning. All right, so we got runners on first and third. Second and third, nobody out. And we got Carlton Fisk up, probably one of the hottest hitters in the league right now. 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. Infield's playing deep. They'll sacrifice a run to get that out. And the pitch. 44 is a 7. And that's hit in the air to left. And Baylor makes the catch. But Niaz tags up the scores and the shutout is gone. Sacrifice fly for Fisk. That'll be his first sacrifice fly of the season. And so on the top of the 9th, Boston gets on the board with 1 out when Fisk hits a sacrifice fly to left. Yastrzemski tags up the score, and it's 1-4. All right, Dwight Evans is up. And Dwight Evans is no slouch either. Tied for the lead in home runs. But he's 0 for 3 on the day. 2 down, and the pitch. 44 is a 7. And that is hit to right, and that drops. He stays at first. Scott goes around to score, and it is 2-4. So Boston with 2 outs sees Evans get a single to right field, allowing George Scott to get waved in, and now it's 2-4. There's activity in the bullpen. Looks like California has Kirkwood warming up. All right, Hobson's up 0 for 3 on the day with a strikeout. And the pitch. A 41 is a 24, and that's going to be hit over on the ground to short. And Rich will throw it across to second base for Remy to get the runner, and the game is over. And so Boston, Lee tries to mount a comeback, but they come up just short. And so the California Angels hold on to beat the Red Sox 2-4. The line on the Red Sox, 2 runs, 8 hits with 1 error. The line for the Angels was 4 runs on 8 hits with 1 error. Looks like the winning pitcher will be Gary Ross of the Angels. That's going to move his record to 3-1. Your losing pitcher of record is going to be Reggie Cleveland of Boston. He's going to move now to a record of 4-1. And player of the game, I think we're going to have to give it to Don Baylor with that 3-run home run in the first inning. So Don Baylor, 2 for 3 with a 3-run home run and a walk. He is your player of the game. Thank you for following along. If you like what you've seen here, please hit a like and subscribe, and leave any comments you might have. And once again, thank you for following along with Triple G Sports Replays.